All right, guys, what's up? Anton Kraly here again, and I'm back with another video. Listen, like the title says on this one, I'm going to talk about how to make money online from home. And before you watch this, I just want to let you know, if you haven't seen any of my videos before, I want to let you know that what I'm about to share with you is legit. I'm not going to talk to you about how to fill out surveys online to make $10. I'm not going to talk to you about how to sign up for some MLM scheme. I'm going to share two actual business models. One I've been using for over a decade. The other I've been using for about 5 years now. They work great, either on their own or together. And I wanted to make this video because I know there are a ton of people out there, kind of like me when I first started, that don't really know what the opportunities are, right? Like maybe you have a job already, you're working a 9 to 5 or an 8 to 6, and you don't even know what's out there, and it could seem all overwhelming. So the purpose of this video is to break down, again, two business models that work if you want to figure out how to work online from home. I'm not going to get super in-depth in either of them, but again, the goal of this is that when it's over, you walk away with a clear understanding of each of these business models, and you can choose which one you want to use if you want to figure out how to work online from home. So the first one is, I guess, like my original business model, and it is e-commerce, okay? So e-commerce, when I'm referring to it, I'm talking about selling physical products online. So, you have a website and I don't know, maybe you sell a mug, right? Or maybe you sell something more valuable like I tend to do, like this desk here, or like that office chair, or like that framed painting in the background, or the TV mount over there, or the bookshelf, or anything, right? I can go on and on, but e-commerce is selling physical products online. Now, this is definitely something you can do alone as a solopreneur, and it's definitely something you could do from home, even in your spare time. Now, yes, it could be a business. If you think e-commerce, and you're looking on both ends of the spectrum, you might have someone, right, like Amazon, which is obviously not an e-commerce business that someone, owning Amazon, it's not something someone could run from home, right? That's a company that needs thousands of employees all over the world and hundreds of billions of dollars. Now, on the other hand, on the opposite end of the spectrum, you could have, someone selling, let's just say homemade mugs, right? I used the mug example before. So you could have a solo seller selling mugs. They build the website themselves. They fill a few orders a day manually. Maybe they make the products. So these are like both ends of the spectrum of e-commerce businesses. Now, the one that I would recommend you get into if you're looking to get into e-commerce, something that will make you a lot more money than just selling mugs, and something that's a lot easier than trying to be the next Jeff Bezos. It's actually probably much more on this spectrum of the things, but we'll just put it here in the middle. And what I would recommend doing, if you want to work from home, is starting what I call a high ticket dropship store. Now, few keywords in this short little description here of what I would recommend, again, as a great way to work from home, if you want to get into e-commerce and sell physical products and make it worth your time, is high ticket, very important, and dropship. Okay, so let me explain this. I'm gonna go to the next page because there's just not enough space here. But let's say, again, you decide you're not gonna be Amazon, you don't wanna make a few extra dollars selling trinkets, you wanna make some real money, but be able to work from home in your spare time, maybe run this as a solopreneur. So here's what I would present to you, I guess, okay? Why you should sell more expensive products and why you should work on the dropship model. First of all, with dropshipping, it's simply a way to fulfill orders. So that's what I want you to think of it as, okay? So the way the dropship business model works is you go ahead and you build a store, right? This is your e-commerce store that makes the money. We use Shopify as our e-commerce platform, okay? We then get traffic from different sources, so things like Facebook, things like YouTube, things like Google, and those people come to the Shopify store. Now, when they go to the store, they're gonna be shopping and they're gonna buy products. Okay, these products, and I'll make a box here, that'll be the envelope that you ship to the person. These aren't something that you're making yourself. These aren't products that you're going out there and trying to invent. These aren't something that you have in a warehouse somewhere, okay? These are products that other companies manufacture. So these are the products that get drop shipped. So I'm gonna write drop ship products. Now, the way this works is you're getting approved to sell for different manufacturers, the companies that have these products in stock already. They have them in their warehouses, they make them. That's their business, right? They're manufacturers. And then you list them for sale on your Shopify store. Shopify is an e-commerce platform. I can get more into that in a future video. But the point is you are building an online retail store and you're selling other people's products. Now, what happens is when someone comes to your store and maybe they come from Facebook or YouTube or Google, different traffic sources, again, where you can attract buyers. They will place an order on your website. What happens is you get the money. So if someone buys, I don't know, let's say this desk right here, right? If I sold desks and someone comes to my website and they spend $1,000 on it, then I get $1,000 deposited into my bank account. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Someone buys from you, you get the money, okay? You're not an affiliate, you're not, like trying to get a percentage from someone else. You get this money direct to yourself. Then once that order comes through on your website, you place that order with the supplier, right? Whoever makes it. So if this desk was from Herman Miller, we would contact our sales rep at Herman Miller, say, hey, we sold one of these, ship it to this customer. So then they go ahead and say, okay, we're going to charge you whatever your wholesale cost is, when you get approved. Let's just say it's, $700 including shipping. So they go ahead and they charge us $700 and then they ship the product to the customer, okay? What this means, and this is why it's such a good business model if you want to make money online and work from home, it means all you had to do is, and then obviously here equals $300 profit, but all you had to do in this scenario is build a Shopify store, which is a lot easier than it used to be. They make it very, user-friendly, to actually work with them. It's very simple. Anyone could build a site there. Literally anyone could do it. It's all drag and drop, super easy. But all you had to do is build a website, then establish relationships with different brands, different suppliers. I'm not talking about, drop shipping from China or anything. I'm talking about building real relationships with real companies that make quality products. And then you have to get traffic to your website from any of these sources. They come, they buy, you place the order with the supplier you have the relationship with. They go ahead, ship it to your customer. They charge your credit card for $700. You're left with that $300 profit. And as you can see, this is something that doesn't require a ton of employees. It doesn't require an office space. It doesn't require a warehouse. It doesn't require all these extras built in on top of your website. This is literally something that you can do from home. It could be your own business. And guys, this is something you don't even have to quit your job to start this. You could do this in, a spare hour every night or spend your weekends doing this. Just make the time for it, because it's a great way to make extra money. And think about this, it's very easy to get even just one sale a week. That's very, very easy. And even if you just do that, you could be making an extra $300 a week, an extra $1,200 a month. That could pay your family's car payments. That could pay maybe your rent, depending on where you live in the world. So really simple business model. Again, e-commerce, but specifically if you want to get into e-commerce because you want to figure out how to work from home and make money online, then I definitely recommend drop shipping, because that removes the risk of having to, again, buy products in advance. You don't pay the supplier anything until you sell their product. This is the beauty of it. There's no costs until you start making money. So, definitely e-commerce, use Shopify for your e-commerce platform, use drop shipping for your fulfillment method, work with the best suppliers you could find, and of course, only sell expensive products, because in this scenario, let's just say I wasn't selling these high-end desks. Let's say I was selling again, these mugs, right? If I sold this for 10 bucks and my cost to fulfill the order for a product cost and shipping was, let's just say 7, using the same averages, then I would make $3 instead of 300. So that's why, guys, for a work from home opportunity, really, and building your own business, your own asset, which there's a million other benefits for, I'll talk about it in a future video, this is why you want to stick with high ticket. And by the way, I just mentioned, I'll talk about that in future videos, some more of the benefits of actually having your own business. Even if you still have a 9-to-5 or whatever it is, there's a ton of side benefits you'll get. And if you want to see that video, which I'll post maybe in a week or so, definitely click the subscribe button below me. And that way you can get updates every time I post to this channel. At the time I'm recording this one, the channel's still pretty new, but I made a commitment to myself that for the next 100 days, I'll be posting here. So definitely click subscribe if you want to keep seeing videos like this, all different business trainings. I'm going to talk about traveling. I'm going to talk about location independence. So hit that button. Now, that was the first one, guys, right? That was high ticket drop shipping. That was e-commerce. I told you I was going to share my top 2 business models if you want to figure out how to make money online by working from home. So the second one is what I call info marketing, okay? info marketing. Now, you might have noticed this. I didn't call it out as a benefit of e-commerce, but one of the big benefits of e-commerce is you don't need that much skill or product knowledge or like passion about what you're selling. You just need to want to start a business. The main difference with info marketing when you compare it to e-commerce is this is something that, again, I've been involved in this space for about 5 years as well. You need to be passionate about what you're selling, because this, to succeed, is going to come down to you, okay? It's not about just getting traffic. It's about like actually being able to help people with specific topics. So for example, my info marketing sites, you may have seen this, you might have not. I have a site called dropshiplifestyle.com. And that one is all about, how to sell products online, about e-commerce. I have a site that I'm a partner in called FBAempire.com. That's all about selling on Amazon. Again, something that my business partners are passionate about. I'm passionate about the business side. I also have performancemarketer.com. And again, this one is all about advanced marketing strategies that we post about, that I make videos about. And the reason these businesses are successful info marketing businesses is because we have the passion behind what we're doing. So let's just say you're watching this right now. You want to, figure out a way to make money online from home. Maybe, you are a personal trainer right now, right? And you work with clients all day. Maybe you're a relationship counselor. Maybe you, I don't know, teach people how to swim. Like, there's so many things out there. Let's just say maybe you're a good, poker player. It doesn't matter. But information marketing basically refers to the fact that you are distributing and selling information based on your passions. So there's a few different ways you could do this. And again, this is something you don't have to quit your job to start. This is something you could do in your spare time if you want to make money online. If you want to eventually turn it into a 7- to 8-figure business, then yes, this will be your full-time commitment. But if you're looking to make an extra few $1,000s a month, then don't feel like you have to literally quit your job to do this. But the way these business models typically work are through sales funnels. So what you would do is, let's again assume that you wanted to get into the info marketing space. You would start with content distribution, okay? So I'm just gonna write content here. And you would start by creating free content. So literally maybe a video like this, right? And you could choose your distribution platform. It could be YouTube, it could be a blog, it could be a podcast. It could be Snapchat if your demographic's under 30 years old. It could be Instagram. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're putting out content about your passions to other people that would be interested in what you have to say, okay? So as you do this, as you start putting out the content, what's gonna happen is you're gonna build a following. Now, once you build that following, and again, it's very important, the content piece happens first, you have to get people to know you, to like you, to trust you, because then it's time for the next step in what ultimately is a sales funnel, right? And that is the ask, that is the offer. So in this case, what you're typically doing to make money by basically making money online is offering an upgraded version of your free content. So here was all the free stuff, you're giving value, and then there's gonna be a lot of people that want more from you. And that's when you can make an offer and charge money for it. Now, these could be things like different membership sites that have recurring revenue. So I can give you some examples for that. You might be familiar with, let's just say if you're a golfer, right? If you play golf, there's a company called Revolution Golf. They have golf instructional videos. It started because the guy was passionate about it, so we started an info marketing site. They charge, I think, $97 a year, but they do over 8 figures a month in sales, okay? And that's just about golf. It's an info product about golf that definitely could have been created in someone's spare time, at nights, on the weekends, and that was the offer. They had free content, they made that offer. Other different kind of like continuity sites, anything where you're regularly providing more and more content and updates, that could be recurring in the fact that you're offering someone access to like the ongoing membership site. Another thing could be online courses. So let me just write here like, all right, recurring membership. My favorite in the info space is online courses. So again, let's just say you were teaching someone, for free, maybe how to work out, right? How to get huge biceps or how to get abs. Now, the upgrade could be an online course that takes them through a sequential process. Maybe it also gives them access to a private Facebook group or a forum, maybe even phone coaching. And these things, it really depends on what your passion is, because the price range on what people charge and what you could charge is so all over the place. It really depends on what's the solution to their problem worth? For example, if I could help you start a business that allowed you to quit your job and to make, an extra $500,000 a year, that's worth a lot of money to you, right? Because that's life-changing. That's life-changing for generations of your family. On the other hand, if I told you, hey, I could teach you how to draw, really nice flowers, that's not worth that much to you, because you'll figure it out on your own, right? It's not like, what's the benefit? So that's why pricing really varies. What I'll tell you is, with memberships, they typically range from about that $100 a year point up to, over $1,000 a month, again, depending on what the topic is. Online courses typically start at about $197 and go up to about $5,000. So that's a good range. If you're brand new and those numbers sound intimidating, like, oh, can I actually charge that for my information? Don't worry, that's not what you come out swinging with day one. Just if you want to get into this, if you have a passion and you want to make money on your passion, start with putting out content, get people to know you, like you, and trust you, and then this part will get figured out eventually. And I could talk more about the specifics of how that actually works, in future videos as well. So again, guys, those are my favorite two business models if you want to make money online from home. The first is e-commerce, but specifically using high-ticket dropshipping. The second is info marketing, starting with free content, get your name out there, get heard, get people to know, like, and trust you, and then eventually you could start introducing products that serve those people at a higher level. So hopefully you guys got value from this video. I'm gonna get back to our Black Friday and Cyber Monday promotions, but if you did, definitely give it a like or a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, okay? It's important. This is a new channel and I wanna get some exposure here. So the more people subscribe to it, the more other people will find us, the more I'll keep creating videos. So definitely click that button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.